We all know that, you know, one of the biggest movies that have been released to date is Antman and The Wasp.
Got us to thinking, of course these are the superheroes.
Right, of course.
But would such a literal interpretation of this tandem be actually possible?
In the movie and in the comic books, of course, Antman and the Wasp, they work together. They're actually married in the comic books.
Yeah,
you know. We wanted to find out, like, how an actual ant and how an actual wasp would be like.
They belong to the same order of insect.
Yeah.
It's called the Hymenoptera.
Now that's a mouthful, so we're just gonna shorten it to hymen.
Noptera.
Hymen.
Noptera.
Hymen.
Noptera.
Hymen.
Noptera.
Hymen.
Noptera.
Hymen.
Noptera.
Hymen. In the same way that, you know, Homo sapiens like
Homo
us,
sapiens.
we can be called homos. You know, that's homos.
Sapiens.
Hymen.
Mutants are called Homo superior.
Exactly. So they're also homos. We're all
Superiors.
homos. You know, that's right. Yeah.
Superior.
For the sake of this argument, that's what we're going to use. All right. Homo sapiens, we belong to the order of primates, but you know that doesn't necessarily imply mutually beneficial coexistence between them. Obviously, humans, we don't always get along. Much in the same way, even if they belong to the same family, there's still that argument of who would actually win.
Which leads us to the question.
Yeah. In a battle to the death between an ant and a wasp, who would win?
Aha.
And which one would pose more of a threat to the common household?
Let's duke it out.
All right.
And see who's the better Hymenoptera.
Hymen.
Optera.
Hymen. Since I relate more to Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Because I'm a lovable, nice guy. I will take the side of the ant.
And since
you relate more to Evangeline Lilly, beautiful, fabulous, and gorgeous,
I will take the role of wasp.
Let's start off with general information on ants and wasps. Since, you know, I mean,
he has a hard time with the word wasp.
Yeah, wasps. Probably know very little about ants and wasps.
Okay.
Wasps. It's like moist. So there are actually more than 12,000 species of ants all over the world. That is a lot of different species. Alright, okay.
Where in the world have you heard species?
An ant can actually lift 20 times its own body weight. A second grader were as strong as an ant. She would actually be able to pick up a car. Can you imagine the kind of chaos that would happen with
we
that?
Were as strong as ants.
Yeah! Ang traffic. Ayoko na, daming kotse sa EDSA. How fun would that be?
Not quite.
Now, ants also don't have ears. So ants, they hear by feeling good vibrations in the ground through their feet. When ants fight, here's another really interesting thing about them. Oh my God, I just coined a new term. Interesting thing. When ants fight, it's usually to the death.
Oh.
They would survive very well in Game of Thrones.
All right, so let's talk about wasps. See how much smoother I say the word wasp? Venom in wasps contain a pheromone, okay? That causes other wasps to become more aggressive.
Oh, okay.
So it's sort of like it stimulates them, like. And the male wasp is called the drone.
Okay.
Okay? And the job of the drone is to mate with a queen.
Okay.
And that's it. They die. You know, after they have insects, the only wasps that survive the winter are young, fertilized queens.
All right, like Beyonce.
Basically, they can't fight ants during winter, or otherwise ants would win.
Yeah.
Because they're just like completely
So that's
useless
plus points for ants already.
during the winter. Yeah.
Ants work whatever season.
Yes.
525,600 minutes. Any kind of season.
But wasps have biting mouth parts and antennae with 12 to 13 segments.
Okay. You can't do enough segments with your hands. You only have 10 fingers, right?
Only the female have a formidable stings. They have mouth parts and they have stings.
Okay.
For the stinging species. Now, wasps are subdivided into two groups: solitary wasps, which live alone, and social wasps, which live in colonies.
They go to Valkyrie, that sort of thing.
And
they go clubbing.
The greatest thing about wasps is that they can sting more than once, unlike bees. You know how like bees have one sting.
After one sting, they're dead, yeah.
Here is like...
So... There are 12,000 species of ants.
Okay.
So, we're gonna... Obviously, we can't go through each and every single one.
Oh, no, let's!
Oh, okay, you really want to? Okay, let's start off with the Number one of 12,000.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 600 years later. So we're picking out like really impressive ants.
Yes.
The ones that are really like top tier in my opinion.
Yeah.
Let's start off with a bull ant, okay? They have strong claw-like mandibles that possess teeth along the inner lining used to crush prey and scare off predators. So that's pretty scary.
That's pretty kick-ass.
Can you imagine if they were like 50 times their actual size? Like how that would look like?
A pincer.
You're right. Has teeth inside, and they have highly advanced vision as well. That's another plus for them. Now they also have a stinger located in their abdomen. So you know how like people have abs? They actually have a stinger there, which has venom that causes anaphylactic shock. This is where the boys of Prodigy came up with their song, Anaphylactic Addict Insane. Yung abs nila, hindi lang for show, hindi lang pang Instagram. Like, it actually has a purpose.
So there's something on the lower part of their body that sort of like jabs you over and over again.
Very much like humans. Bull ants are also native to Australia. This is probably why they're aggressive. And they have abs, like Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
He's from Australia. Hugh Jackman is from Australia. Crocodile Dundee. Kangaroos are from Australia. People have actually died from ant attacks. There have been investigations on ant fatalities from 1980 to 1999.
Okay.
Which counts that there are actually 6 incidents that identified that all victims were male.
Oh.
I guess we're just not as smart
Maybe
as
we're
females
just
are.
like more explory.
I don't know. I would think that maybe
Or
we're just
men would be
not
like, oh look,
it's an ant.
It's an ant hill. Let me step on it,
That's right.
repeatedly.
Have wasps killed people?
Oh my gosh, where do I even start? Let's start with Yellow Jacket, who happens to be
The
another
villain
MCU.
in Ant-Man.
A yellow jacket is actually a type of wasps. They are carnivorous, primarily feeding on other insects like flies and bees.
But have they killed the human?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
It injects a venomous fluid under the skin of the victim. Now, yellow jackets have a smooth stinger.
Okay.
So the entry
It's
the
very
entry,
unintrusive. It's very suave.
Smoother.
Parang lubricated yung pasok.
And they sting more than once.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Multiple.
On a single date. I mean, on a single attack.
What?
They are easily provoked.
Okay.
You watch your back.
All right.
And will attack in force, chasing the perceived threat for large distances. We will not stop until we chase you.
Listen, even if I take a plane
and attack you.
Kind of levels, like susunod pa rin sila, will they still follow?
Even in space.
Multiple flights?
Even in space.
Oh, wow, damn!
Okay, that's not true. The insect may leave behind a chemical that marks you as the enemy, inciting other yellow jackets to attack.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So it's like they have like a friend or foe tracker.
Yeah.
Like they plant something within you, and then they're
something like it's like, but like it's just
this is the bitch that ruined my home.
It's just a chemical.
that
so like,
kind of thing,
it's like I pee on you, and then everyone's like, okay, that's the enemy.
Have you ever beat on anyone that you wanted to beat up? I don't know. When did this ever happen? When did this ever happen?
We don't have to answer each other's questions.
We also have the bullet ants.
Okay.
Alright, so I feel like this one, with a name like bullet ant, you already know that it's a badass ant. Alright, so it's the largest of all the ant species and has the world's most painful insect sting.
Okay.
So it tops your yellow jacket's multiple smooth stinging because this, at the end of the day, we all know it's about the size. It's the size that matters,
Nope.
and it is the largest. The largest
It's the
of all
pain.
the ants. It's also the world's most painful insect sting.
That's
So
why.
malaki na, malakas pa yung impact. Di ba? Their name comes from their painful sting, which feels like being shot.
Wow.
That's how bad it is. That's why it's called a bullet ant. The 1-inch sized bullet ant. 1 inch lang siya, pero
That's the largest? Talo na.
it's also called a 24-hour ant. Oh, impressive.
It stays 1 inch for 24 hours.
The reason behind it is because once they bite you, 1 full day of pain is followed.
Wow. So if that's all you got,
All right.
you got like a bullet ant.
Yeah.
I got the paper wasp.
Oh my God!
Be
Run
scared.
for the hills!
Be scared.
Run for cover, people!
I mean, what what kind of defense does a bullet against? Like paper. Oh, I got the bad end of the stick on this one.
Yeah.
The adult paper wasp.
I can't wait till you try to make this sound bad.
You're talking like what, 1 inch? The paper wasp grows around like 18 millimeters.
Ano naman grower?
So, you know.
Maybe it's just a bad day.
Yeah, you know, it's how you use it. They nest above ground, unlike the yellow jacket. They can inflict nasty stings.
Okay.
Sometimes, you know, the ones that come in small packages, they're the ones that cause the most
They're the most
damage.
memorable ones. And the ones that leave you crying.
Yeah, and they inflict nasty stings and can be aggressive, but they don't scavenge like yellow jackets. And so are less likely to show up in
so they're
outdoor
choosy.
activities.
They're Rockwell wasps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Parang, oh my God, I'm not gonna scavenge anything.
And
I'm gonna leave that to the yellow jacket.
They don't show up in
like,
outdoor events.
I'm landed.
So if it's like, let's say, you know, if it's like an outdoor gig.
Yeah,
I
I only work in air-conditioned environment. I'll pass, you know. I'm gonna go with my other like paper wasp friends.
Yes.
We also have driver ants.
Driver ants.
Driver ants
So scary.
oh, no.
Scary.
Before you start judging driver ants.
Okay.
Driver ants is pretty legit.
Okay.
They are actually more dangerous than fire ants. They come in bigger colonies. They're nomadic, aggressive, sting, and bite.
Oh.
So they don't just sting, they also bite. Now, driver ants are carnivorous.
Okay.
Now, they can kill humans. Even elephants run away whenever an attack from the colony happens.
Wow.
Can you imagine elephants run away from these tiny driver ants?
That's understandable. That's also an ant.
Elephant! The best thing about them is they're very John Wickish.
Oh.
Yeah, they try to finish off any animal that comes across their path.
Okay.
So like once you set them on something, that's it. They're gonna finish off that animal.
They're not stopping until you're
they're relentless.
Ant meat.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Asian giant hornet. The Asian giant hornet. Now, this is the largest known hornet in the world, with some workers growing to nearly 1.6 inches.
Whoa!
The 0.6 makes all the difference.
Asian nga.
Body length and queens typically exceed the size and grow longer than 2 inches.
So they're size queens.
They're size
Essentially,
queens.
that's what they are. Yeah.
They get longer. Now, the species feed
with excitement
on their own young larvae.
Wow.
Yeah, and other insects, and use their mandibles to sever the limbs and heads of their prey.
Damn. That's
Now, you were saying earlier about the death toll, like 6
incidents. Yeah.
Asian giant hornets have been known to kill 42 people and injure 1,675. Excuse the statistics.
No, but what's the time period here?
Who knows? The giant hornet's venom can be detrimental to your red blood cells, causing kidney failure and death.
Oh, so it's like a cheat code.
Death!
No, but it's like a cheat code. You know what I mean? Like, it's not because of brute force that they're killing you. It's more of like,
we're not about to die of the actual sting.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it causes you kidney failure and death. And if you are stung on both the head and the legs,
or the head and the legs
during the summer, okay, a victim suffered sting holes the size of quarters.
What?
Yes, that big.
I'm confused. Why? Is the stinger actually that big, or did it just sort of grow after?
Yeah, you know, it's like, you know, I guess because of the potency of the sting, you know, their holes got bigger. I mean, the sting holes got bigger. And 2 months later, they remain hospitalized.
Damn. My argument is still that, you know, there are a lot of ant species out there. 12,000, over 12,000, and I still feel like, you know, at the end of the day, if all ants were to go up against all wasps, I think ants would win.
Oh, you know my only argument. You know how like ants will not win against wasps? The moment the ants come, we'll just fly.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
We are at an impasse.
So, you know, you will lose We fly. We have wings.
But you have to land eventually.
We don't have to. We can be like.
What's that? What was that? What the heck was that? Did you just take a crap on like ants? What? What did you do?
No, I mean like.
What's that?
Like okay, here I am on the ground. Wasp like sting, and then like keep flying.
But you can't fly forever.
No, but I've stung you already, so you know.
But there's like 12,000 different species, and like each
sting,
colony has like millions.
Sting.
That could be like a new dance.
Sting. You know, being able to fly, even in the movie, even in the Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd was like, you gave her wings. I mean, obviously that already,
It's an advantage.
Like,
I'll give you that. It's an advantage.
It is like a very big advantage.
Like, even with all this information, I don't think we'd ever really be able to figure out who would win against
But
who.
I must concede, though, that for the other question that we have, which one would pose more of a threat to the common household?
I think ants would. Oh no, but then again, you have your damn like sting, and then the hole gets larger, kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's pretty annoying.
And I guess,
and they're hospitalized.
The only thing, because we do fly, and you crawl, there is that thing that you tend to, you can sneak in more easily.
Oh, that's true. Because like, if like, let's just say a swarm of wasps flew towards a certain
just
household,
go inside,
and then I had a flamethrower, I could just flamethrow you.
Yeah. So the general household would have more ants inside
than wasps.
More than wasps. So in my final argument is that yes, maybe ants will pose more threat to the common household, but if it were a battle between an ant and a wasp, I would say the wasp would win.
Might be right, but in terms of like raw strength and ability, ants are still better.
Wasps would win.
Ants are still better. So let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.
If you feel like ants would win this battle, leave it on the comment section. If you feel like wasps would lose this battle, leave it on the comment section.
If you think wasps would win, tell us all about it. But also include in the comment section, what are your suggestions? What would you want? Stop fake typing. Tell us all.
I wanted to look at, like in Rescue 911, there would always be people in the background just sort of like, tinkering around.
So give us your suggestions. What would you want to pit against, each other? Whether it's like, I don't know, characters, even animals. Who would win what? Tell us all about it in the comments section. It's your turn.
With what? You pretty much said everything already.
Love you.
And we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys,
Bye.
guys.